Now, Channel 11 Morning News. Coverage you can count on.
The biggest shopping day of the year is upon us. Thousands of people are hitting the stores for Black Friday deals.
And a burst of snow could be causing problems for shoppers today. We are tracking where you could see 6 slick spots as soon as you head out to the stores.
Yeah, that is a big problem right now. Good morning, everyone. It's Friday, November 28th. I'm Joe Arena.
And I'm Catherine Amenta. Channel 11 is getting you ready for your Black Friday with weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Scott will have the forecast in just a second, but first you can tell us firsthand the roads are dangerous.
Yeah, I said in about 12 years of being here at Channel 11, I think that was one of the worst morning commutes I've ever had. Very slick and ice underneath that snow.
Yeah, conditions in Allegheny County perfect for that slick driving. Temperature just below freezing. It's just enough snow to mix in with a little bit of water on the roadway, so it ices over in a hurry. Big snow amounts. If you were waking up this morning in Lawrence and Butler County, you got clobbered with a lake effect snow band last night, and we talk about this all the time. Look at this narrow strip. Newcastle 5 inches, Portersville 5.5, 4.5 inches in Butler, Freeport 2 inches, but just south of that, just some light stuff on the ground. Still have some action right now on Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar, and because of that, winter weather advisory continues for the mountains until 7 o'clock this morning. Got a lake effect snow advisory for Venango, Mercer counties until 7 a.m. Bands of snow on Storm Tracker at 5 this morning. Going to continue to come through, but we shut it off late this morning as the wind shifts. Going to go neighborhood by neighborhood with Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar coming up in less than 10 minutes. Right now, let's get the first check on roads. Here's Tricia.
Yeah, the thing is, anywhere you see snow cover on the roads, there is a more than good chance that there is ice underneath. So you want to use extra caution. You want to reduce your speed. At this point this morning, traffic is moving along at least 10-15 miles per hour below the speed limit. Here on the Parkway North, I doubt we're going to see those HOV lanes open on time, but we'll keep an eye on it. Crews first and foremost want to treat the main line, then the on and off ramps, then they'll work their way over to those HOV lanes. Inbound currently, speeds are reading right now at about 55 miles per hour or above, but I'm telling you, you want to move much slower than that. Many of those side roads haven't even been treated yet this morning, and even the main roads look dicey, although I have seen PennDOT crews out there. We'll keep a close eye on everything. Time right now is 4:31.
All right, we got you covered this morning. That lake effect snow is causing problems this morning on the roads.
Yeah, we know a lot of you are getting up early to do some shopping today. We want to make sure you know what the roads are like before you head out the door. Channel 11's Dave Bondi is in Traffic Tracker right now, giving us a look at the roads. And Dave, you had some issues of your own getting into work today. How is it right now?
Dave's traveling, but he can't hear us or we can't hear him. Either way, we'll check back with him soon. All right, the retail rush is on. It actually started yesterday, as we all know. Several stores opened last night for people looking to get a jump start on their holiday shopping. The mall at Robinson opened its doors 6 hours earlier this year. Several people took advantage of this, even driving in from West Virginia to get these deals. The mall's marketing director says more than half the stores here opened early, but some stores resisted the change, choosing to keep employees home for the holiday. Well, the newborn who survived that emergency C-section is still at Children's Hospital this morning. His mother was killed Wednesday night when an elderly driver pinned her against a wall at a CVS. And yesterday we got our first pictures of that mom. This is Jody Guthrie. Her Facebook page is filled with posts about being excited to meet her baby boy. Guthrie was crouched down outside the CVS on the north side. An 88-year-old driver with dementia mistook the gas pedal for the brake. She died, but doctors were able to save her baby. Now, we are not identifying the driver because he has not been charged, but police are in the process of revoking his license. They tell us the investigation continues.
A Fayette County family woke up this Thanksgiving to find their house in flames. A child and 2 adults lived inside this home in Henry Clay Township. Fortunately, they managed to make it out, but firefighters had a bit of a tough time getting control of this one.
Probably everybody here left their Thanksgiving dinner to come out here to help these folks. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to save anything for them.
Well, the cause of this fire is still under investigation.
Fire damages 6 taxis at the Yellow Cab Company in Pittsburgh's Manchester neighborhood. Officials say mechanics were repairing the cars yesterday afternoon when one caught fire. Then, as you see here, it quickly spread to the others. Firefighters say they were concerned about this because some of those cars were fueled by propane. They got the flames under control in about 20 minutes. New details right now on a deadly crash at the Flight 93 Memorial Chapel in Somerset County. We first told you about this yesterday. That chapel will be closed to visitors while engineers assess this damage that you see right here. A lot of front end damage to that car. Could be in the tens of thousands of dollars. A 72-year-old woman died Tuesday in that two-car crash.
Well, who can forget this? The massive manhunt for accused cop killer Eric Freen. It paralyzed communities in northeastern Pennsylvania for 48 days. And people who live in that area say they're most thankful that he has been captured. Reporter Randy Gyllenhaal spent some time in the Poconos to see how the towns are getting back to normal.
In the very same backwoods where fugitive Eric Freen hid for so many weeks, a thick layer of snow now covers the trees and fields. It's finally ski season here in the Poconos.
I want to do skiing, yeah, tomorrow. Visit the mountains and everything.
The tourists are back. Hotels and resorts are stocked full of visitors from out of town.
Tourism is extremely important. Having the snow up here really does help because we get an early ski season and it's pretty.
This is quite the contrast from last month when armed police were patrolling the streets. The accused cop killer was still on the loose. And cancellations cost local businesses a lot of money. Eric Freen was finally captured just a mile and a half from this Tannersville food mart.
How's Thanksgiving going?
Just getting some extra drinks.
We did lose quite a bit of business because, the people don't come out and, the police was around here.
Owner Nasir Chahan remembers SWAT teams in his parking lot. He's thankful today that it all ended safely with the fugitive in custody and hopeful that things return back to normal.
So, it's Thanksgiving and we got snow already. So hopefully, so will be a, good season.
And a good sign is that many of the tourists I spoke with hadn't even heard of Eric Freen. They just heard there was good skiing to be found. Meanwhile, Freen himself is in the Poconos at a local jail. His next court date, December 9th. In the Poconos, Randy Gyllenhaal, Channel 11 News.
It's good to see them getting back on track. A teenager who grew up in Clairton robbed and killed at a bus stop near Atlanta.
It took my everything. My everything.
Just ahead, her mother's message for the killer who is still out there.
Gravy. Oh my. Mashed potatoes.
Oh, that sounds good. She beat cancer. That sounds even better. And now this local woman has a new mission, her special delivery to other women fighting the same disease.
Lake effect snow has covered many roads across the area. We'll show you exactly where the snow is going to track over the next couple of hours and when it shuts off. It is now 4:37. 4:44 on this Friday morning, folks. Roads are bad this morning. This is I-79 near Coriopolis right now. Roads are snow covered all across the area, up to 2 inches of overnight snow in Allegheny County, up to 6 inches in Lawrence and Butler County due to relentless lake effect snow bans. If you do not have to go out right now, stay inside. 26 in Bridgeville, Portersville 24, Freeport 26. I'll show you when the snow is going to shut off coming up in 3 minutes.
All right, Scott, we'll see you then. The mother of a teenager who was shot and killed outside of Atlanta has a message for her daughter's killer. Turn himself in. Marquesa Dawkins recently moved to Georgia with her family. She grew up in Clairton. Security video shows a man approaching her at a bus stop. Here's that video. He tries to steal her purse, police say. She fights back, and then he fires the fatal shot. Family and friends returned to that stop and left balloons, stuffed animals, and flowers yesterday. Dawkins' mom saw the surveillance video. She says it's unbearable to watch.
My God. See my daughter fight for her life for nothing, for like $50. He needs to turn himself in. God needs to see that he turns himself in, or the detectives need to get him.
So far, no suspects have been identified. Dawkins dreamed of joining the Navy. Her mom says she has lost everything. And a vigil for Dawkins is being planned for tonight down in Georgia.
Heartbreaker. Police in Butler County are trying to find a woman in connection with a shooting last week. They released a picture of her. Take a look here. This is Anna McCandless. She's wanted for questioning in connection with a shooting last weekend on East Walnut Street. Someone fired at least 13 shots into an apartment. No one was home at the time, thankfully.
Millions of dollars in pollution fines have gone unused. More than $11 million is now sitting in an Allegheny County fund established to improve air quality. County Health Department hopes changes to the Clean Air Fund will help environmental groups, universities, and companies use that money. Also, the Board of Health plans to approve more projects. Well, if you are heading to downtown Pittsburgh today, you don't have to worry about paying for parking. That is nice to hear. City garages are free today. They will also be free every Saturday from tomorrow until December 20th. The move is an effort to support small businesses. The former Shenley High School building in Oakland could soon be turned into apartments. Our partners at the Trib say a Philadelphia company plans to brief city leaders next week on its plan to convert the historic building into luxury apartments. Construction could begin as early as February. The school has been closed since 2009.
Well, soldiers in the U.S. Army continue to serve back here at home every Thanksgiving. Members of the PA National Guard, 1st Battalion, 110th Infantry gather at the Mount Pleasant Armory. That's where they prepare and fill containers with individual Thanksgiving dinners. They say it's just a way for them to say thank you.
Sometimes they can't even cook for themselves, and this is just one way that we can pay back and give them thanks for our support, and we're supporting them.
And they have been serving these dinners for a quarter century now.
Well, who would have thought a frozen pond could save a life? But that's exactly what happened to two people in Montana yesterday morning. Their SUV slid off the road and went right to this pond. Thankfully, it was frozen over and thick enough not to break through all the way. Emergency responders rescued them and nobody was injured. Lucky.
Yeah. Well, Channel 11 has your weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
And Scott, this is very important what you just said. Do not drive if you don't have to.
Yeah, just talking to Dave Bond, he sent me an email. Parkway West now more than a dozen accidents from Green Tree Hill down to the Fort Pitt Tunnel, including an SUV flipped over. He is live now near the Parkway West. We got these bands of snow. We talk about this all the time. Talked about it last week with Buffalo. They got 4 inches of snow. South Buffalo, 60 inches of snow. These lake effect snow bands set up and they go over the same areas time and time again. Right now, one over Allegheny County, out US 22 towards Murraysville, Delmont, Blairsville, also US 30, Jeanette, Greensburg, Latrobe. Right now, this is covering the roads very quickly with snow. And in Allegheny County, we've picked up about 1 to 2 inches of snow just in the last hour to hour and a half in and around the Pittsburgh area. Temperature just below freezing. This is that very wet, slushy stuff that freezes on contact. So keep in mind, if you're heading out, be very careful right now. We've seen many areas up along the northern fringe of Route 422 pick up about 5 inches of snow. Good news is we're going to shut this off. Wind's going to flow out of the west during the course of the day today. So basically, we're left with breezy conditions and cloudy conditions. But for the most part, snow shuts off by 9 o'clock this morning. In the meantime, weather risk in the moderate category. It's better south of I-70, but the farther north you go from I-70, the worse the conditions get. 26 in Pittsburgh, wind chill 18. Temperatures generally in the 20s right now. Going to stay cold throughout the day today. Snow showers at 8 o'clock this morning, gone by noon, and you can see it on Storm Tracker. 7 a.m., these little bands of snow, and notice they shut off quickly this afternoon, basically dry and quiet, just cold. So 31 today with morning snow showers. Again, if you do not have to be out first thing this morning, don't go out. Please give crews time to get things done. Tonight, mostly cloudy, just a couple snow showers. We warm it up tomorrow just in time for the WPXI holiday parade. Downtown Pittsburgh, 9 a.m. You can see the parade right here on Channel 11 or join us along 5th Avenue tomorrow. Clouds, some sunshine, temperatures in the 30s. We make it to 43 tomorrow. Couple rain showers tomorrow night. Couple showers Sunday, most of the day Sunday dry, 55. We cool it off Monday and Tuesday. Roads are a wreck right now. Let's get the latest with Tricia Pittman.
Scott, we're going to start with that accident on the Parkway West. You can see here around the area of the Parkway Center Mall, emergency crews on the scene. We also have emergency crews in the outbound direction. Some vehicles now having to drive backwards. Sorry for the camera jumping, but it is just a sheet of ice underneath that snow. Take a look coming down toward the tunnel. They have the tunnel lights on. You can't even make out the lanes, so you don't know if you should be to the left or the right of the road. Many people just go down the middle. Honestly, stay at home, give crews a few minutes. Once they're able to treat the roads, they'll be able to get you back out there. Again, take a look at this accident. This is Parkway West. We can see crews there in the outbound direction as well, trying to treat the roadways, but it's hard for them to treat the road when there's cars stuck on it. So again, overturned SUV in this accident. We're getting reports of numerous accidents throughout the viewing area. Use caution if you do have to go out, but if you absolutely don't have to leave the house, just give it a few hours. Drive times already starting to build in both directions. You can see already Parkway West outbound at a 25-minute ride. So that's another heads up if you're headed toward the airport. We'll talk about that. We'll take a look at the accidents. We'll keep you updated all morning long. Time is 4:51.
And we're going to have live reports from Dave Bondi, who's in Traffic Tracker, who will take us to that nasty scene on the Parkway West. And, you know, it's a day off for a lot of people, so you might have the option not to go out right now. Probably a good idea.
And he keeps messaging us on our computer here that it's just a mess and it's really actually borderline scary. So be careful out there.
Well, the sky above some highway toll booths lit up earlier this month in northern China.
Surveillance video backed up what so many people thought they saw ahead. What was that bright flash of light that is impossible right there to miss on this video? Your time 4:51. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Your time 4:54 on this Black Friday morning. Want to let you know the roads are a mess if you're just waking up. Please be careful if you're heading out. They have not been plowed. We've had more than a dozen accidents so far. We will check in with Tricia and Scott momentarily. First, we do want to get to some other news here. Malls across the nation are now going digital for this Black Friday. It's part of an effort to compete with online shopping. Many malls are launching smartphone apps. Some have mall maps to help you plot your route from store to store. Other features ask you questions that you're looking for certain gifts, and others will send you discount offers.
We're trying to make the whole shopping experience as painless as possible.
The apps can also help you schedule time with Santa.
If I yell, she'll cry because that startles her.
But that's okay, because this time last year, this little girl couldn't hear. Kaya was born deaf, but she can listen to just about anything now thanks to some amazing technology. Channel 11 was there last year when Kaya first got the gift of hearing. Our Kara Sapida has a heartwarming update you'll see only on 11.
Baby Kaya turns 2 years old tomorrow. A lot has happened in the last year. She can now walk and talk and, of course, hear.
You just say Kaya and she looks. And before, when we said Kaya when we first activated, she didn't know her name.
Kaya's family invited us to their Greene County home to see her progress. We think she remembers us. Channel 11 was there last year when the doctors installed her cochlear implants. Her parents so eager for their daughter to hear their voices.
And she'll be able to respond to noises that she'll be able to hear. We are so excited.
Truthfully, I may end up breaking down. I ain't gonna lie to you, I may end up breaking down. That's my baby. She's gonna hear daddy.
Fast forward 1 year, this family is still incredibly grateful.
And before, she was in a world of silence. She didn't hear nothing.
Take a closer look at Kaya's head. These magnetic implants are now a part of her normal life. They allow her to hear her family's every word, like her big sister's excitement while they play.
When they fall off, she grabs it and tries to put it back on herself. Sometimes she finds it, sometimes she don't. But
Kaya now says about 20 words. That alone is a major milestone. But this Thanksgiving, they're mostly thankful for all the words she can now hear.
I love it that she's able to hear. And as Cecil said, that she's able to hear us tell her, I love you.
In Greene County, Kara Sapida, Channel 11 News.
Awesome story, Kara. Thank you so much for that. And look at your screen right now. That's a suspected asteroid lighting up the night sky in northern China earlier this month. This video is from a highway toll station. It shows that white flash just blazing across the sky on November 5th. A researcher says that asteroid was bigger than a car. My goodness.
Well, what better way to burn off all those extra calories you had today than to hit the slopes? Ski season starts tomorrow across the region, and this is a picture from one of Hidden Valley's webcams tonight, right now, and they have around 2 feet of snow out there. The slopes open at 9 today. Same deal for nearby Seven Springs, and a little closer to Pittsburgh, the slopes at Boyce Park open up at 9:30.
Use those big muscles.
This woman beat breast cancer, and now she's helping those who are fighting the same fight. Melissa Adams, nearly 8 years cancer-free now, and with the organization Cancer Fighting Princess, she was able to bring Thanksgiving dinners to those who are now facing that same battle.
I can't even begin to say thank you enough to them for taking time away from their families to,
help us and deliver to the other survivors.
So much. This year, cancer-fighting Princess brought food to 4 women and their families. Way to go. Well, winter weather advisories are now in effect.
It's a huge mess out there. If you don't have to hit the roads, really stay home. We're tracking areas getting hit by snow right now at 5.
Now, Channel 11 Morning News. Coverage you can count on.
We have breaking news right now on the roads this morning. Take a look here. This is a live look at Green Tree Hill. A quick burst of snow is causing nightmares everywhere for drivers.
And snow is not the only problem this morning. We're also dealing with some bitter wind chills. This is a live look at the airport. We'll check in with those flights.
And let the shopping begin. Many stores are open right now, and more will be opening within the hour as the traditional Black Friday gets underway. Good morning, everyone. Just about 5 o'clock on this Friday, November 28th, Black Friday. I'm Joe Arena.
And I'm Catherine Amenta. And as you do head out for Black Friday, please be careful. We are following breaking news this morning in Severe Weather Center 11. We've already seen a lot of icy accidents. Dave Bondi and Tricia Pittman, they're following the road conditions for you. Sorry.
No. First, we're going to start with meteorologist Scott Harbaugh. There is a sheet of ice out there, so we know it's cold enough for ice.
Yeah, all over the place right now because these bands of snow coming off of Lake Erie are really doing a job right now. You see the brighter white out the Parkway East right now, right through downtown Pittsburgh into Westmoreland County, US 22, US 30. All snow covered right now. Let me take you into Allegheny County. You can see the heaviest burst of snow right out the Parkway East. These brighter white bands, another one coming into Pittsburgh. Everything is snow covered right now. Numerous accidents north of Pittsburgh. Some areas along Route 422 in Lawrence and Butler County saw nearly a half a foot of snow overnight last night. Here's the good news. Storm tracker this morning. This quickly shuts off after sunrise because the wind shifts to the west. But unfortunately, if you need to get somewhere this morning, it is going to be a slow go. Let's check in on the roads right now at 5 o'clock with Tricia.
Yeah, it's a miserable morning out there this morning. If you can stay home, please do. You can see here on the Parkway West, we have an accident involving an overturned vehicle. We're getting reports of at least 4 accidents in this general area of the Parkway West. As you can see, just beyond this accident scene, let me highlight it for you. See these vehicles stuck in a second accident down here. You can see many vehicles driving with their caution lights on, their 4-ways on. You need to stay at home. I'm very serious about this because we have ice and then we have snow on top of it. You will find yourself going extremely slow or sideways most of the time. Those drive times are going to start to build. We'll continue to see these heavy delays plus numerous accidents. We'll keep you updated throughout the morning. Time right now is 1 minute after 5.
All right, and we continue our Severe Weather Team 11 coverage. As Scott Harbaugh said a minute ago, lake effect snow is causing a lot of problems on the roads this morning. There is a sheet of ice underneath that snow. Keep that in mind if you are heading out, if you have to head out, which you probably shouldn't right now. This is how things looked overnight in Cleveland. This is the same storm system that is moving through our area this morning, and that snow came down quick and heavy just a short time ago.
Channel 11's Dave Bondi just pulled over in our Channel 11 traffic tracker to show us how those roads look right now. And Dave, they are not looking good. You say this is no joke.
No, Catherine, it's horrible out here. I'm going to show you exactly what it looks like. You are not looking at a parking lot. You are actually looking at the Parkway West inbound. Cars are stopped. That's because the road is closed. At Green Tree, we could not even get on at Green Tree because the police have the road closed. When we were driving up, actually coming out of the city, we saw at least a dozen accidents on the inbound side. One vehicle was flipped over not too far down from where we're at. We can't see it now, but I'm showing you some video of what it was like in our traffic tracker as we were headed up this way. Even headed out of town, we were going about 5 miles per hour and cars were spinning their tires. They were even sliding off the side of the road. So the good news, it looked as if there were no injuries, but that's just from looking from the other side of the road. So yeah, Tricia said it, Scott said it, Joe, you said it. Just do not come out here whatsoever if you have to, because it's just a parking lot. PennDOT has been called in to try to salt the roads, but Tricia, you said it. The problem is actually getting their trucks out here to salt the roads. And if you can come back out to us live, we're here live right now. You can take a look. These cars, they are not going anywhere anytime soon. There's a big bus over there, and it's just about a half mile, maybe not even that, down the roadway where the cars are all off the side of the road. And once again, hopefully no injuries. It didn't look like there were any injuries, but you can see by all the snow on me just how fast it is coming down. We're going to be out here all morning. I'm going to be updating Twitter and Facebook, and if we get any new information, we're going to come out right away because for all these people sitting in their vehicles, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. Reporting live, Dave Bondi, Channel 11 News.
All right, Dave, and as the shoppers do head to the stores this morning, we continue our severe weather coverage. A Super Bowl of shoppers, Black Friday, it's officially underway in all of this snow. The day, of course, is dedicated to finding the best bargains, and shoppers everywhere were anxious for those doors to open.
They were, and those roads, as we said, are a little dangerous. They're still waiting, folks are, at the Tanger outlets in Washington County. That's where Channel 11's Brandon Hudson is live this morning. And Brandon, I know it's a big happy day for shoppers, but what was the traffic like on your way up there this morning?
Outside a few snowflakes on the ground, traffic wasn't too bad. We actually got here right before 4:30 this morning. And I want to tell you right now, here at Tanger, it's kind of a down period, but we do see some shoppers. We do see some people who work here. Here's some shoppers right here, right behind me. How's it going, ladies? Good morning. How are you all today? Good, good. How long you all been out?
About 11 or 12, 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Go on, you don't have to be shy. You can come over here. All right, what stores have you been to?
Almost everyone. We've been to Old Navy, Gap, Michael Kors, Coach, Nike store, a little bit of everything.
I know the mall doesn't officially open until 6 this morning, but how many of these stores back here?
How many stores are back there?
Yeah, how many open them?
There was like about 5 or 6 open still that just stayed open.
All right, thanks, ladies. Have a good time. Happy holidays. Thank you so much. We're going to keep keeping up with shoppers all morning. Again, the stores don't open until 6 o'clock, and we will be here reporting live here in Washington County. Brandon Hudson, Channel 11 News.
All right, Brandon, it's good to see the weather is doing well there. We'll check our roads here in Allegheny County in just a second. But first, more on Black Friday. The Pirates are getting involved in the retail rush. The Clubhouse store at PNC Park is opening at 6 o'clock this morning. And at 10 a.m., the new ticket plans will go on sale for the teams on the team's website. We're already thinking spring. Sounds good, right? Well, on this Black Friday, the Western Pennsylvania Salvation Army will start its annual kettle campaign. The goal in Allegheny County is to raise $577,000. The overall goal is nearly $2.5 million. Donations go towards the Salvation Army's war on poverty. Donate if you can. And we all know Black Friday can be a little overwhelming. So how do you know whether you are actually getting a good deal? We'll unveil the 5 items that have the biggest savings coming up in 15 minutes.
In a news developing from overnight, one person was rushed to the hospital after an accident in Westmoreland County. The crash happened on Mars Hill Road in Sewickley Township. Police are still investigating out there. The power is back on for hundreds of families this morning in Shaler. A viewer emailed us this video of a truck that crashed on Dressel Road and knocked down power lines. That meant 300 families did not have power during their Thanksgiving dinners. It took about an hour for utility crews to make the repairs.
A local woman endures her worst fears, seeing her own child lose her life, and it all happened on camera.
My God, see my daughter fight for her life.
Coming up, the message she has for the man who pulled that trigger.
And a new perspective on the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. This is ugly. The reason these people tried to stop the parade.
Heavy lake effect snow making a mess across much of the area right now. I'll show you where the snow is the heaviest and when it will let up. Coming up, it's 5:07. 5:10 on this dangerous Friday morning. We got road conditions that are very bad right now. The worst of it from Pittsburgh, Greensburg north. Heavy bursts of snow coming through. Allegheny County right now. Parkway West is a mess. Tricia Pittman will update you on that in just seconds. Off to the east, you're picking up that heavy snow now for Pitcairn, all the way down towards White Oak right now and right out into Greensburg. This is going to drop a quick inch in about 20 to 30 minutes across the area. Then it will begin to shut off. Coming up in 10 minutes, I get the forecast for the rest of the day. But right now, weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Check on that Parkway West and Tricia Pittman.
Parkway West inbound shut down right now because of numerous accidents around the Green Tree area. Just a few moments ago, I saw some cars trying to back up on the Parkway West and almost cause another accident. Do not do that. Coming into the city right now along the Parkway West, again, inbound shut down because of numerous accidents. And I want to show you here across the Veterans Bridge. Do you see this? You can't tell where your lane is. That is because of the snow cover. Crews are out there. They are trying to treat the roadways. However, with the more traffic on the roads, the less chance they have of getting through. So please stay home. Time is 5:11.
That shot of the Veterans Bridge really says it all right now. It's covered in snow. So really, if you have the day off like most people do, probably stay home, be safe right now. Let those road crews get out there and do their job. We have a story you'll want to see before you start your Black Friday shopping.
Later on today, of course. Coming up next, the items that will get you the best deals for the best products. Your time 5:11. We'll be right back.
.514, bands of heavy snow continue to move through the area right now. You can see Allegheny County just east of downtown Pittsburgh is where the heaviest snow is right now, and this continues all the way east into Westmoreland County. This is quickly covering roads. Parkway West right now closed at the top of Green Tree Hill. Dave Bondi is live with action on the Parkway West. Tricia Pittman will have updates coming up in a couple minutes. Once this band of snow moves through, we'll begin to shut things down. If you do not have to be outside this morning, please stay indoors till crews can get the job done. Full check on weather coming up in just about 3 minutes.
And I want to show you something here. Fire damaged 6 taxis at the Yellow Cab Company in Pittsburgh's Manchester neighborhood. Officials say mechanics were repairing cars yesterday when one caught fire, quickly spreading to the others. Firefighters say they were concerned because some cars are fueled by propane. They got those flames under control in about 20 minutes. And the mother of a teenager who was shot and killed just outside of Atlanta has a message for her daughter's killer. Markeisha Dawkins recently moved to Georgia with her family. She grew up in Clairton. Security video here shows a man approaching her at a bus stop. He tries to steal her purse. She fights back a little bit and he fires a fatal shot. Family and friends returned to that stop and left balloons, stuffed animals, and flowers. Dawkins' mom saw the surveillance video. She says it's unbearable to watch.
My God. See my daughter fight for her life for nothing, for like $50. He needs to turn himself in. God needs to see that he turns himself in, or the detectives need to get him.
Yeah, this is a heartbreaker. So far, no suspects have been identified. Dawkins dreamed, we learned, of joining the Navy. Her mom says she has lost everything. A vigil for Dawkins is planned for tonight in Georgia.
With so many deals being offered on Black Friday, you may think everything is the best deal possible, but be careful, that's not always true. I spoke to coupon blogger Kyle James, who laid out his top picks for today. And as far as TVs go, James says stick with third-tier TVs. You can find sets for 40 to 55 inches for about $200. They're your better bargains, and name brands will be today. Now, same goes for budget laptops, especially the Acer touchscreen laptop for $199 at Walmart. Next up, Xbox and PlayStation bundles are great ideas. They may come with a store gift card, and they always come with the 2 newest games for the system. Pretty good there. Now, if you need an iPhone, the 5 is actually your better bet today. The iPhone 6 is just too new to get a good deal. And finally, tablets from a Walmart or Best Buy. And if you want an Apple product, don't buy it from the Apple Store today. Next half hour, I'll show you the list of products you do not want to buy today.
Well, if you're wondering what you're getting for Christmas this year, Google probably knows already. The tech giant has broken down some of the top searched gifts, and here they are. Tablets and game consoles are at the top of the list. The toys people are searching for the most are American Girl, My Little Pony, and Lego Friends. Well, here's a cool way to start the holiday season. This happened last night in Kansas City. Look at that. A switch was flipped, illuminating thousands of lights in the Kansas City Plaza. That was followed by a fireworks show. This was the 85th annual plaza lighting in the city. Looks like Disney World there.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
The holidays are officially here, and so unfortunately is the snow and ice. Channel 11 has your weather and traffic every 10 minutes.
Yeah, Scott, it's pretty hairy out there right now.
Yeah, very bad situation. We talk about this all the time. You get these bands of lake effect snow. You get quick shots of snow in a short period of time. That's what's going on right now in Allegheny and Westmoreland counties right now. Allegheny County, basically north of Bridgeville, north of Bethel Park right now. You got quite a bit of snow falling in a very short period of time. Now, the good news on the Parkway West, where it is closed down right now, and Tricia Pittman will have updates on that coming up in just about 2 minutes. But notice to the west, snow begins to ease. Still heavy snow. You can tell with the brighter white shading on Storm Tracker east of Pittsburgh and into Westmoreland County right now. Also down into the mountains where winter weather advisories continue until 7 o'clock this morning. North of Pittsburgh, fairly quiet. You do have some light snow showers, but overnight last night from about 9 o'clock last night to 3 o'clock this morning, most of Route 422 from Newcastle to Portersville to Butler, down 356 to Saxonburg, picked up between 3 and 6 inches of snow just in a couple of hours because of these lake effect bands. Now, the good news is as we go through the course of the day today, notice from Cleveland Northwest, beginning to shut off. That's because the wind flow is going to start coming out of the west today. So we shut off the lake, but back behind it, we're going to leave the breezy conditions for the day today. So wind chill is going to be the bigger factor late today. I know you want to get out and do those holiday deals today, but if you can stay inside for a couple more hours, let the road crews do what they need to do from Allegheny, Westmoreland, Beaver counties on north this morning. If you're down near the Tanger outlets in Washington, it's in pretty good shape this morning. I-70 and south, not bad until you get into eastern Westmoreland and eastern Fayette County. Weather risk, moderate category for this morning. Snow showers, snow-covered roads, and those wind chills in the teens. Here are the current numbers right now. 26 in Pittsburgh, Greensburg currently at 27 degrees. You factor in the wind, feels like 13 to 18 degrees. Actual air temperature in Newcastle right now, 24. Snow showers early this morning. They do shut off, so this afternoon, much better conditions. Again, please give road crews a couple hours to do what they need to do. You can see on Storm Tracker, this really begins to shut off by about 9 or 10 o'clock this morning, and the rest of the day, calm and quiet, with just a chilly breeze out of the west. So forecast for today from Severe Weather Team 11, morning snow showers, wind chills in the teens today, and again, those snow showers, especially before 7 a.m., going to cover roads quickly. 25 tonight with just a couple of snow showers around. Then during the day tomorrow, going to warm things up, and that's going to start with the WPXI holiday parade in downtown Pittsburgh tomorrow. Temperatures in the 30s, weather not an issue tomorrow morning, and then a nice little warm up. 43 for the high temperature tomorrow. Showers come back in tomorrow night. Could be a couple isolated showers Sunday, including for the Steelers game, but most of the day will be dry and mild. 55 for the high temperature. Buck season begins on Monday as far as gun season goes. 41 degrees for the high Monday in the morning, and falling temperatures, partly sunny and 40 on Tuesday. We got a lot going on the roads this morning. Tricia Pittman is sorting through all of it for you right now.
Following this breaking news with the shutdown of the Parkway West inbound, you can see we do have emergency crews on the scene of numerous accidents inbound. Take a look at the top of Green Tree Hill, vehicle off to the side of the road there, and coming out of the Fort Pitt Tunnel, traffic creeping in the outbound direction as well. Inbound lanes again shut down on the Parkway West because of numerous accidents. They just sent through a salt truck, so they are trying to treat those lanes. However, the problem is once traffic is sitting on the parkways, there's no way for those salt trucks to make their way through. So drive times at this point, not terrible. Traffic this morning moving at about, I'd say, 10 to 15 miles per hour, lower than the typical speed limit. Outbound Parkway West, if you are headed toward the airport, it's already at a half hour, so use extra caution, especially at that bend at Carnegie. Now, a few years ago, they did add in a de-icing system at the bend at Carnegie. I don't know if it's up and operating this morning. That's something we'll have to check on. Heads up, if you use the Parkway North, there's a good chance those HOV lanes will not be open this morning. Crews are going to treat main line, then they're going to get to those on and off ramps, then they're going to get to the HOV lanes. Not really of importance when they have the main line still covered with snow. Lots of areas here where we're seeing yellow. That means the traffic is moving very slow. If you can stay home for several hours, please do so, because being out on the roads will not get you any favors this morning. You're going to be stuck in traffic. You're going to be just creeping along, and there's a good chance that you will be in an accident, as we have seen numerous accidents this morning. Again, keeping a close eye on that accident Parkway West, or at least 4 accidents inbound Parkway West, plus getting reports of one on the Liberty Bridge headed northbound by the Boulevard of the Allies. Time is 5:22.
All right, we've got some breaking news now. We have the opportunity to talk to somebody who's seeing this firsthand right now, continuing our breaking news coverage of the icy accidents on the Parkway West.
Yeah, actually, Brittany Seahall is joining us on the phone right now. She is in her car. She is stuck there. And Brittany, thank you so much for joining us. And you actually saw one of these accidents happen.
Yes, thank you. I work in South Point, so as I was entering the Parkway West inbound, I noticed that it was really weird. The roads went from being pretty decent to pretty snow-covered, and I tested my brakes a little bit. Seemed to be fine, but then a couple of minutes later, I saw a couple of small, I don't know, the car in front of me tapped another car, and then everybody was slowing down, putting their flashers on, and then we were inching along, and then there was a car that just flipped right in front of me, and it was like a white SUV, and it was it was upside down on the side of the road on the right-hand side.
That must have been so scary. Did you see the person in there or people in there get out? What's the latest on that?
Yeah, we weren't moving too quickly, so by the time I was able to get a better look, emergency crews were already on the scene. So there were about 4 gentlemen that were standing outside of the car, and it didn't look like there wasn't an ambulance there yet, but I don't know about any injuries or anything like that. It looked like everybody was okay, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, they look pretty shaken up anyway.
Yeah, Brittany, right now we're showing folks live pictures of the roads out there. They are just a mess, as they are where you are. You witnessed an accident, in fact, and just have to ask, why are you out this morning? Is it the Black Friday thing, or are you out because you're going to work?
Not at all. I got off work at 4 o'clock in the morning, so I was just starting to head home. I live in Plum, so it's kind of a bit of a trek, but yeah.
Do you see any plowing? Do you see this being cleared at any point anytime soon?
No. What I'm seeing right now is there are about 7 cars in front of me, all kind of staggered across the highway. There's a tow truck of some sort to the left, and then there's a semi that's kind of, I don't know, angled across the highway. So I don't know if he started to slide or what's going on with that. There's also like a coach bus that's kind of turned off to the side. But no sign of any salt trucks yet from where I am anyway.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Brittany, for giving us a few minutes. Please drive safely on your way home. And it's just a terrible situation out there. And it's good to hear that those people that got in the rollover accident, it's good to hear they're okay.
Yeah, they're okay. And we have Brittany's number so we can kind of stay in contact with her. She'll be our eyes and ears on the ground besides what we have going on here. And, of course, Dave Bondi in Traffic Tracker on the side of the road right now where there's just a huge mess out there. If you don't have to be out, seriously, probably stay home right now. This snowburst is causing some problems throughout the area this morning for sure.
We have live team coverage right after this. This is unbelievable. This is a massive water main break in California. This is in Malibu, and the break happened last night. It shut down traffic, as you can imagine, on the Pacific Coast Highway. This took more than 2 hours for workers to finally shut it off, never mind clean it up. No homes were damaged. Only part of the road has since reopened. Well, dozens of cars right here at home, they are off the road right now. This is video that our crews got along the Parkway West in our traffic tracker. Right now, the Parkway West outbound is a sheet of ice.
And we're bringing you breaking news live as it happens. This is how it looks right now from our Channel 11 crew in Traffic Tracker. The Parkway West is a mess right now. Stay away from it if you can.
And make sure you're not rushing to get those Black Friday deals. Most malls open in about 30 minutes. This is the Tanger outlets where the traffic and the snow, it's been pretty good. But if you're back here in Allegheny County, just give it a few hours.
That's for sure. And if you're just joining us, maybe on our new Wake Up app, your time is just about 5:30 on this Black Friday. I'm Joe Arena.
And I'm Catherine Amenta. Here is a look at that snow moving over western Pennsylvania. There's lake effect snow advisory for some northern counties until 7 o'clock this morning. There's also a winter weather advisory for the mountains. Want to get the latest from meteorologist Scott Harbaugh. He's breaking it down.
Yeah, Catherine, the big issue this morning is these bands of snow just coming through in a big hurry right now. Live storm tracker Doppler 11 radar with the sweep. Notice the bands of white, and they're very finite areas. If you're down towards the Tanger outlets, really have been no problems this morning. That area has been relatively dry most of the night, but you head over towards Allegheny County, especially into the downtown Pittsburgh area. Roads completely snow covered. Parkway West, Parkway East snow covered. Route 28 snow covered. 51 heading south getting bad right now, as is 88 through Library. You head out US 30, US 22, Greensburg, Jeanette, Latrobe on 30, Delmont, Murraysville over towards Blairsville on 22. All now completely snow covered. Take you into Allegheny County. There's Pittsburgh. Heaviest of the snow now east of Pittsburgh, but still some snow for the Parkway North. Light stuff as you head out the Parkway West. Then the heaviest snow right now between the Pennsylvania Turnpike and US 30 from Ligonier down to Donegal right now. Roads across the area completely snow covered. We'll give you an hour-by-hour look as to when this is all going to shut down in just about 10 minutes right now. Want to give some attention to the roadways. Here's Tricia Pittman.
Parkway West inbound right now is closed. We've been following this breaking news for you throughout the morning. Inbound lanes shut down because of numerous accidents between Green Tree and the tunnel. You can see traffic here stopped in the inbound direction. Outbound having a hard time making it up that far side or front side of Green Tree Hill. And on the far side, don't try to hit the brakes because there's a good chance you'll go sideways. Seeing crews trying to treat the roads out there this morning, but they obviously can't get through. I know our camera's jumping, so forgive me for that, but there's that one accident we've been keeping an eye on there. approaching the Parkway Center Mall. See those inbound lanes? You can't even tell where the lane dividers are. Outbound bumper to bumper, good chance we have another accident in that area as well. So keeping an eye on a lot this morning. Those roadways snow covered. Here you can see 79 in the Crafton area. Not too bad, but as you make your way up through Coraopolis, at times finding some very slow going traffic as well. Again, use caution. Parkway North, a sheet of ice with snow over top of it, and at times you can't even see which lane you're supposed to be in, so stay home if possible. Time is 5:32.
Boy, that is some good advice. I mean, you don't even see tire tracks on some of that.
No.
It's just completely covered, and be careful as you do head out. That overnight snow is making for very dangerous roads.
Yeah, and we just learned something kind of dangerous right now. Dozens of cars have slid off the Parkway West. We know that, and as soon as those calls started coming in, we sent Dave Bondi out that way in our Channel 11 traffic tracker. But Dave, you just sent us a message here saying that people are getting out of their cars right now.
It is a parking lot out here. There were people in their cars getting out of their cars just a little while ago, talking to fellow motorists because they have been sitting here for at least 35 to 40 minutes now. You can see it is literally a parking lot, and it's a sheet of ice as well. And it's not only there. This is the on-ramp to Green Tree. You can see a tractor trailer, several cars just stuck. They got on and they didn't realize what was going on, but it was too late for them. The police are actually up there blocking off the roadway. It is horrible out here. I believe we have some video. Let me know if we don't in my ear, but we have some video we can show you of as we were driving in on the Parkway, outbound Parkway West. We saw some flashing lights, and there were at least 12 accidents. There was an SUV that was flipped over. It looked like the people were out of it. That's the great news this morning. But even as we were headed on the Parkway West outbound, we were only going about 5 miles per hour because it was like we were driving on a skating rink. Now, coming back out to us live, right now we have not seen any PennDOT trucks right here, but it's difficult. Okay, let's go right here. There's these people right here. Ma'am, come on down here. I want to talk to you. Be safe. Now, this is safe. This road's closed off right now. I want to ask, what have you been doing?
We're trying to get to AGH. My uncle's having open heart surgery.
Is he in the vehicle with you?
No. He's at the hospital. We're trying to get there.
What have you seen since you've been out here?
Nothing.
Stand still.
How bad are the roads?
They didn't seem too bad until we got to the stop.
Okay.
Coming up the hill, they were pretty fine.
Okay, stay safe. Good luck. Stay safe. And for them right now, you're watching them walking up the on-ramp. The good news is, though, doesn't seem as if anyone's been injured out here. They are safe because the police have the on-ramp closed, but it's not a good idea to get out of your vehicle if you don't have to, because as these cars, they're just going to have to stay there. They're not going anywhere. We're going to be out here all morning. I've been updating Twitter and Facebook, and that's really important for the people in these vehicles because they can actually watch our news on their phone. If they have their phone in their vehicle, you can turn us on and watch us and get updates. We'll be out here all morning. It just continues to be a wild scene. Reporting live, Dave Bondi, Channel 11 News.
Unbelievable to hear from those drivers, Dave, and best of luck to that woman's father and her getting there safely. Now, we do want to let you know that we'll have plenty more coming up. This is kind of a bird's eye view of the area that Dave is in right now. See the stop traffic. There is an accident there, and we will check back very soon. Now, it is the retail rush. It is Black Friday, and unfortunately, some of those people are trying to head out to the stores. As Trish has been saying, just hold off for now. Thousands of people, though, are hoping to cash in on some great deals. Channel 11's Brandon Hudson joins us live from the Tanger outlets in Washington. And Brandon, the good news is for you is that there wasn't a lot of snow on your way there.
No, it wasn't a lot of snow, not a lot of traffic in our way either. And I'll tell you right now, we are 30 minutes away from the official opening here at Tanger Outlet. You can take a look at the parking lot behind me. You got shoppers coming in. You got people who work at these stores. They are also coming in. They're running to these stores because they're trying to get warm. They're waiting around 30 minutes before they can officially open. We can go to some video that we shot not too long ago. We got here around 4:30 this morning. We can tell you we parked over by the entrance and we said that shoppers here, that they're here. Some of the stores are open. They stayed open through the overnight period. We did see Nike, American Eagle, some other stores. We are in between Express and Brooks Brothers, which are not open at this point. But again, they will be open right around 6 o'clock this morning. We did some research in the last half hour and found out from an analyst on Forbes.com that they expect millennials to be the biggest shopping demographic this year. They also expect to see a lot of retailers, maybe some out here at the mall and some of your big box stores, trying to price match to help a lot of these shoppers out with these holiday deals. during this time period. So we're going to go in again 6 o'clock. We're going to go look around some of these stores, and we'll show you some of the more popular places out here at the Outlet Mall in Tanger. Reporting live in Washington County, Brandon Hudson, Channel 11 News.
Well, it's a special birthday for a very special little girl.
That is a sound a local mom never thought she'd hear. This little girl was born deaf, and only Channel 11 has the story of how that all changed.
Bands of heavy snow continue to move through the area, quickly coating area roadways. Let crews get out this morning. I'll have the timing for when the snow exits in minutes. It's now 5:37. .39 on this Friday morning. Thanks for starting your day with Channel 11 Morning News. Heavy bands of snow still cutting through Allegheny and Westmoreland County. Generally light snow now in Pittsburgh, but still roadways are snow covered. Parkway West, Parkway East, both a mess right now. You head out towards Greensburg. That's where the snow is the heaviest right now. Right along US 30 from Greensburg out to Latrobe, out to Ligonier. Everywhere else, it's basically light stuff right now. Snow showers will begin to shut off about 8 or 9 o'clock this morning, but they have left their mark, including big time on the Parkway West right now. Let's check in with Tricia Pittman.
Just got a tweet from someone saying, hey, I'm an inexperienced driver. What should I do? Should I stay on the Parkway West? Should I get off? Well, at this point, you don't really have a choice. You can see right there, a state trooper has the Parkway West inbound closed. It has been closed for a while. That means that you do have to exit at Green Tree, but those side roads are not fully treated. So if you can stay home, please do so. Give crews a chance to get out there and treat the roads. Parkway West inbound remains closed. Outbound traffic very heavy and slow. We're getting reports of numerous accidents, vehicles spinning out this morning. Allow extra time. Stay at home. Time is 5:40.
That is the best advice right now. We're going to continue to follow that situation live for you in less than 10 minutes. If you're heading to downtown Pittsburgh today, you won't have to worry about paying for parking. There is no charge to use the city's parking garages. They will also be free every Saturday from tomorrow until December 20th. Not bad. The move is in an effort to support small businesses.
Sounds good. Well, Black Friday is in full swing despite the weather, but some of those deals may not be as good as they seem.
I think people get caught up in the hype of thinking they're getting the best deal.
Channel 11 finds out what you do not want to buy today. Your time, 5:41.
So you don't get a deal on this Black Friday? Yeah.
5:44. Thanks for starting Friday with Channel 11 Morning News. Still some bands of lake effect snow. Heaviest right now, Allegheny and Westmoreland County. You can see these brighter areas of white for Greensburg. Another one coming right into downtown Pittsburgh right now. This is going to drop another quick coating, especially from Pittsburgh on north. Coming up in 3 minutes, big warm up for the weekend and when the snow showers shut off. Catherine?
Happening right now, shoppers lining up to wait to get their hands on some major Black Friday deals. All's fairly quiet at the Tanger outlets right now. More importantly, there's no snow on the ground. Not too bad if you're traveling up there. We will take you there live in about a few minutes.
And it's a much different scene, though, in Ferguson, Missouri, where a Black Friday blackout is underway. Now you can see National Guard troops have been posted right there outside of stores all night. The Black Friday blackout is a social media campaign, a peaceful one, calling for a boycott on spending today. It's an effort to protest the grand jury's decision not to charge the officer who shot and killed Michael Brown. And overnight, Channel 11 saw tweets from several celebrities encouraging fans to join the campaign. A group called the Justice for Michael Brown Leadership Coalition wants the boycott to run through Sunday, hoping to put a dent in the pockets of retailers. Meantime, several Ferguson residents left their families on Thanksgiving to feed men and women protecting their city. About 2,200 National Guard troops spent the holiday in uniform, and several folks, as you see right here, this is a pretty amazing sight, brought them warm turkey meals and homemade cards.
It's awesome to see. Your time, 5:45, and a local family, unfortunately, homeless this morning after fire ripped through their Fayette County home. Those flames broke out yesterday at this house in Henry Clay Township, and fortunately, we're told a child and 2 adults did make it out safely. You see that smoke billowing from the top. It just totally destroyed there on that second floor. Firefighters tell us they had a pretty tough time getting it under control.
Probably everybody here left their Thanksgiving dinner to come out here to help these folks. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to save anything for them.
Well, the cause is still under investigation.
Well, Channel 11 learned millions of dollars in fines that polluters paid have gone unused. More than $11 million is sitting in an Allegheny County fund established to improve air quality, but it's sitting there. The county health department hopes changes to the Clean Air Fund will help environmental groups, universities, and companies use the money, and the Board of Health also plans to approve more projects.
An awesome Christmas light display in Australia. Look at this. It set a Guinness World Record for the largest display of LED lights. 1.2 million lights make up this electrifying display. It took months to build, as you can imagine. The display is helping to raise money for families who suffer a sudden infant death syndrome death.
Well, right now things are a mess out there. There's a lot of snow coming down, and well, there's a lot of ice on the ground, really. That's the important thing.
Yeah, and Scott, like you said on the WPXI Wake Up app, travel just not recommended right now.
Yeah, because Catherine and Joe, what happens is when the temperature is just below that freezing mark, the snow tends to try to melt on the road surface initially, so it turns to water. Then more snow piles on top of it, turns into a sheet of ice. That's what's going on right now. There's Pittsburgh, another little burst of snow coming into Pittsburgh. Not as bad as the last one right now. There's the live sweep with 1,000,000 watts of power picking up on all this snow across the area. Pittsburgh, you're going to get another little burst out to the east. You got some snow showers right now as well. Some pretty good snow near Greensburg. Then just scattered stuff to the south into the mountains in north right now along I-80. There are some locations, Newcastle, over towards Portersville, Butler, Saxonburg, where you picked up 4 or more inches of snow overnight last night because of these narrow bands of lake effect that set up, and they just kept pounding the same areas for about 2.5, 3 hours last night. Right now in Pittsburgh, 26 degrees. We've got snow, wind chill right now of 17. As we go through the day today, now you want to do your shopping today. Temperature is going to be in the 20s for much of the day. Some snow showers this morning with wind chills in the teens. Let me show you Storm Tracker Doppler 11 radar, because as we go through the course of the day today, Storm Tracker is going to show you exactly how this is going to shut off later this afternoon. So hour by hour, 7 o'clock this morning, most of the bands of snow east of Pittsburgh. There will still be a couple of flurries in a few spots, but it looks like I-80 and east of Pittsburgh down into the mountains still have a couple bands of snow. What's going to happen today, though, is the wind quickly this morning is going to shift to the west. So all of this is gone by the time we get to about noon today. Could be a lingering flurry, but for the most part, this afternoon, fine. So you can still get the Black Friday deals this afternoon. Right now, please stay off the area roads, especially from Pittsburgh over to Greensburg, from Newcastle to Butler to Kittanning. These are the 2 worst areas right now, right along that 422 corridor, in the 376 corridor from the Beaver Valley Expressway through downtown Pittsburgh and out to the Pennsylvania Turnpike, then US 30 east of there. That's where the heaviest snow continues to come down. We'll see a couple of high thin clouds this afternoon, but fairly quiet. Snow showers this morning again, coating the roads very quickly in a couple of spots. We'll recover back to 31 today, but wind chills will stay in the teens. And again, most of this snow is gone by about 9 o'clock this morning with just some lingering flurries after that. Tonight, another weak little round of snow showers comes in. Nothing like what we're experiencing this morning. We'll make it down to 25 tomorrow. Hope to see you in downtown Pittsburgh for the WPXI Holiday Parade. Temperatures in the 30s tomorrow. Weather not an issue. A lot of clouds around. Little peak of sunshine in seasonably chilly. We make it to 43 tomorrow. A couple rain showers tomorrow night. Into the day on Sunday, widely scattered stuff. Most of the daylight hours Sunday dry and 55. Monday and Tuesday cooler again with highs in the lower 40s. Very busy morning on area roads this morning. Let's get the latest minute-by-minute details from Tricia Pittman.
Scott, Parkway West is now closed in both directions. Take a look here at the Banksville interchange. You can see outbound traffic coming on there to the far right-hand side of your screen is stopped. Outbound lanes right now not seeing traffic. Someone asked me if the inbound ramp from Banksville to the Fort Pitt Tunnel was open. Yes, it is, but I don't really think you want to drive on that. That is not looking good. This is the accident scene we've been following. Take a look here at the top of Green Tree Hill. So coming inbound Parkway West, all traffic has to exit at Green Tree. Keep in mind those side roads not in the best shape either. Outbound traffic now is stopped as well. So you're not going to be able to get outbound toward the airport coming through the Fort Pitt Tunnel on the Parkway West. Any vehicles who have been able to get on Parkway Center Mall or Green Tree, they're pulling off to the side of the road, because when you make your way down that hill on the far side, you can't even hit the brakes. You start to go sideways. And again, we've seen numerous accidents. We're probably up to at least 24 accidents throughout the greater Pittsburgh area at this point. Take a look. We have an accident here, 79 approaching the Parkway West. Several accidents on the Parkway West. Slow going traffic overall. but in many areas you cannot see the lane dividers. So that means for a very slow going morning commute, best bet is to stay at home. Give it a few hours. Let crews get out there, treat the roadways, and you'll be in much better shape. Again, keeping an eye on the Parkway West, which is now shut down both directions. Please stay at home if you can. Time is 5:51.
Good advice there, Tricia. And we are getting a new perspective of that big mess on the Parkway West. These are pictures that viewers and the drivers out there have been tweeting. Of course, always do this safely. We heard from Dave Bondi just a few minutes ago. A woman came over and spoke to him. She's trying to get to her father's open heart surgery, of all places, not even Black Friday shopping. So just be careful out there. If you can do it safely, of course, share your pictures with us. We'll be checking them throughout the morning.
Yeah, a lot of folks are they're getting home from work even. They're not all going out to, Black Friday shopping. So it's a tough situation. Stay home if you can.
Absolutely. Well, 1 year ago, she heard for the very first time.
Before, she was in a world of silence. She didn't hear nothing. Nothing startled her or nothing.
Well, Channel 11 returns to talk to the local little girl enjoying life and all of its sounds.
The Channel 11 traffic tracker is out on the road. Lots of people out here getting ready for Black Friday shopping. I'll give you an update on the condition straight ahead in the live report.